trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. In the second quarter, we began to see what they're capable of when everything starts clicking, as they pulled out to a 7-point lead by the end of the half. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
The bulk of their offense, Ernie, Kenny, is coming in the paint. See, it's just as good.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
And now the third quarter about to get going. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point. Crawford, no one around him. Connects from three-point range. Crawford's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Crawford's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way. He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Rose. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And Redick has improved every phase of his game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and in his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. It even improved as a defender.
Here's Navarro, defended by Butler. Some solid defense from Butler. Bulls trail by 3. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Dunleavy for 3.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Al Paul. Noah with the block. Ray Allen is on the wing. Defended by Butler. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that one's good. Dunleavy's got 10 points in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Navarro, the pass to Allen, pulls it from 20, and he can't bank that one in. And they're pushing it up for the lead, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
What a game for Rose. 15 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous. And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
A solo fast break. Jumps up.
Just beautiful.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And he banks in the layup. Rose has got 8 points here in this quarter. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Navarro, defended by Butler. Stolen by Noah. Fast break, here they come. The feed to Dunley. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Navarro, defended by Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Clippers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
For 3, Dunleavy. Another 3 for Chicago.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Navarro, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Gasol against Griffin. Gasol no good. Clippers trail by 3. Banked in off the glass. 34 points for Jay.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Rose kicks it to Noah. The dish to Gasol. The jump hook. Gasol with another miss.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
Over in the corner, Allen. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there. Chicago has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Rose dishes to Gasol. Shot to stop the run, and the jumper falls for him. Gasol's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
They set the pick. Off the screen. And it's Paul missing. For Chicago, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. For 3, Dunleavy. And the Bulls, another 3.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
And it's Paul penetrating, but he gets it back. Here's Navarro. He's got 34 and stolen by Butler. Ahead, here's Dunleavy. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Dunleavy's got 16 points here in the second half. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Jimmy Butler.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Noah the screen. The pass to Mirotic, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Kicks it out to Allen. The 3 ball. They get it again. Jordan. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this, every possession is critical. That could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Rose passes to Gibson. He kicks it to Mirotic, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Paul outside. Down low. Here's Griffin. Look at that jam. Just beautiful.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's Gibson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Rose with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Noah slams it home for the putback, and the Bulls lead by 3.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top. Complete domination. What a game for Jay. He has 9 rebounds and a very productive day for him at the foul line.
I'll say. I mean, he's drawing fouls in just about every way imaginable.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. And it's 6 points for Chris Paul. Out to the right wing. Mirotic has a wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about knees, man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Outside Rose. That's tipped. By himself. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.